Hello, my friends. So today's date is October the 4th, and this is a reading for you if this is your birth date. This is a 4 card reading for the year. This is a general energy card for in the year, a challenge you might face in the year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. So, what is the general energy card for October 4th, people? Well, it is the Maiden. And this is the sense of youth and youthfulness, and often the sense of inquisitiveness, the sense of naivete, as well as impetuousness, as well as that kind of maybe thirst to taste a forbidden fruit, uh, while still trying to maintain your sense of yourself as you grow. It's also the sense of images and memories and events that might have happened in one's youth to oneself. It's that time of, precious permission must be allowed for you to go to those kind of places in your soul. And that's, I think, what the calling for is for the year. It's in a lot of ways it might be facing something that your youthfulness wants to face and taste and touch, out of a sense of just being inspired and curious and open and possible of new moments, and the want of the prince coming down the road to kiss you and change your life and take you on a fairy tale adventure. All that energy is wrapped into the Maiden. So what is your particular challenge this year? Well, it is the Nine of Swords. So this takes me back to a sense of maybe this is something in particular that happened to you when you were young, when you were vulnerable, when you were naive but open. Maybe you were, flirting with life on some level. Maybe you weren't flirting with life, and someone possibly took some kind of advantage or control, or some event took some kind of harrowingness to you that kind of created your dark night of your worst night of your life, your dark night of your soul, your most challenging thing in your life. And this is something that often makes one cower and makes one go to bed and makes one want to hide oneself out of the sense of pain and judgments and shames and guilts or fears that keeps one locked down and unable to move forward through things sometimes. So what does this mean? Well, I think the challenge is facing yourself at some of your lowest points this year. Maybe it's one point, maybe it's one issue, probably one issue, maybe some very old issue that came up through your childhood from some kind of pain, abuse, suffering, questionable activity that happened to you that has created your worst fear, your dark night of the soul. And so how do you not you can't regain that Maiden energy, but you have to come back to a place where you're more alive and available and vulnerable and open in your life for you to be able to go beyond this point of pain that might be coming to you this year. So what is the action that you can take? Is the raccoon. And the raccoon, I think, one of its great kind of energies is a protective provider, and it's a highly efficient protector. It has very good mechanisms for protecting itself and its family, and it's also a great provider for others. Raccoons who hunt in packs, they'll give the primary food they collect to the raccoon that is standing guard, and they'll bring the best pieces to the family and the tribe and let them eat first before the raccoons that go out and search for it get fed. So they provide for everyone else before they partake of their own. So this is a sense of remember that you're not in things alone, and that you can help others to heal their pain You can help others to know that they have protections. You can help others to see a light in front of them who might have suffered similar events and circumstances in their life. So this is a calling for you to use your own pain to come to the rescue and aid of others who might have felt this same pain. It might be that for you who might be in pain right now and experiencing something, to remember that others are there to help you and to protect you, and that you don't have to do this alone, and that you can have protection from influences that might be really still bothering you and giving you some kind of pain in your process and some kind of need to hide and hide away. So this is really about remembering the protective provider in self and the ability to, I think, slowly but surely come to the point where you heal enough of your old dark night of the soul that you can step into a place where you help others to heal. And a lot of that is, in a lot of ways, learning how to say no, learning how to set really good boundaries, learning how to be strong in one's integrity, strong in one's physical stance, strong in one's sense of beauty and soul work that says, well, I'm worth this and I have the abilities to set my boundaries. And on most levels, I can really take care of my wounded inner child, if that's what this is about. And I can take care of my adult because I am an adult and I can make better judgments than what might have happened earlier, and I can know more protective measures than what happened earlier, and I have more people who can hear me and afford protection to me and provide for me as I go through this pain of learning and healing and growing, and thereby teaching what I know to others so that they can also feel safe and comforted as they go through their dark nights of the soul. Ahom Mitakuye Ashe.